Hello, everyone. And here we are in the last final moments of the Global Hands-on Universe 2021 conference. We have still 2 talks ahead of us. And we have here with us Francisco Perez-Garcia. Hello, Francisco. Welcome to Global Hands-on Universe 2021. And
Hello, thank you.
Francisco is going to talk to present to us Analyzing the Universe for an Erasmus Plus project. That's a very good way to have an Erasmus Plus project. Erasmus Plus tend to be sometimes very bureaucratic. So looking forward to hear how you navigated your project. So the floor is yours. I will let you know when you have 5 minutes left, so you can still interact with the audience if there might be any question, or continue if that is your wish. So please share your screen. The floor is yours.
Wait a second. It's here. Now I will put in full screen. First of all, thank you very much for accepting my presentation. This project title is Analyzing the Universe for an Erasmus project, and it participates different schools from Europe. And the title of the project is Touching the Past to Reach the Future. It deals not only with astronomy, but also for other topics. Astronomy is one of the topics that I will talk about. Analyzing the Universe is a project in which, in this project, every student analyzes a different constellation, but from different points of view, including the historical view, because it's this vision of historical vision. And also have a technology part that is the part of creating an interactive image map using GHOU, that is an image editor, where you can create an interactive image map that we will see in a moment, or using specific libraries for astronomy, for example, a SkySphere.js JavaScript library, to create an online website, a website of the student, where all the results will be located. And also in this website for every student will be also the results of the analysis using DS9, the version that is online, or an ImageJ, or the online version of ImageJ that is also available, in order to know, by using QuickSpectra, to know the chemical composition and the percentage of every chemical component, for example, in a supernova. The problem of coding, not everybody knows how to code. To learn coding, I strongly recommend this website, W3 Schools, because you can learn JavaScript and CSS and HTML in order to create an original website. And also you can learn other important programming languages like Python. And after learning this program, for example, a Python programming language, you can learn AstroPy, that is the specific library for astronomy, AstroPy. And the point is that you have here a triad editor to learn, in order to learn the basics of this coding programming languages. And you need to download an image of the constellation. You can find the astronomical data, the editor. You have here the website where to find the necessary coding libraries, and the full code you can download at my GitHub account. GHOU is available at this website. It's a powerful image editor that allows you to create image maps. First, you need to obtain data from the Strasbourg Astronomical Data Center, that this is well known. For example, here I will try to find data of the coordinates of Cassiopeia A, the right accession and the declination. And when you have this data, and also here you can not only obtain this basic data, you can obtain a lot of data of great interest, including a spectrum. But now we will focus only for this moment for the X and Y coordinates, the position. Here you can see how to use a GHOU. This is the GHOU software. You need to know only to open the image where you have different stars. You will add a new elements in this website. You click on filters, web image map. Here you appear is already included inside the GHOU editor. And here you can see, you remember the coordinates are 20 hours, 20 minutes will be with this area, 23 hours, 20 minutes, and here we move to
Francisco, your voice is coming not very clear. If you have other applications that might be using
I probably voice the video, sorry, I cannot, because
we cannot really understand what you're saying.
Sorry, top explain. So
maybe if Francisco turns off his video.
Yes, moving a little bit. I will do it another way. So just you need to only find the coordinates, and in this here you have different shapes, and the only thing that you need to do is to select this area that is a circle area. You can see here the circle area. And then when you select this circle area, it appears where you can put the address that you are going to do when you click over this area, and an alternative text that will be the text that you can see when you write when you mouse over, it will appear a text. So in the next slide, there is also another video. Sorry, a short video. Here, this one, and where you can see here we have already selected this area, and we save it. Here the address that is Cassiopeia A position. This URL is from the
Francisco, you're breaking again. We cannot understand what you're saying.
So I stop because I don't hear that audio, but it's so screen. I'm trying to put it in full screen. It's in full screen now. See, I will move it a little to see that this is the code. This is the code that is obtained in the map file. The map file is obtained just saving the file. I think in the next slide we have this code. Sorry, in the next slide, we have code obtained. This is the code that is obtained in GHOU. If you save the file by selecting image, opening the image and filter web image map, you will obtain at the very end this code. And this code, in this area, you have the image name that you need to change to the original name. Here you will put the name of your object. Here is the size, and here you have the area shape and the X and Y coordinates of the in pixels. No, these numbers that I now showing you are the X and Y coordinate in pixels, and this is of the center of the circle, and this is the radius of the circle. And this is the text that will appear, Cassiopeia A. And here you have the final code, and this final code, you have minor changes in order to convert the math file into HTML file. You are converting the math file into an HTML file in order to publish in a website. And you have to add the library that is in line 11. I don't know if you can see 11, adding the library mapper.js. And when you add the line number 11 and the previous line, you need, of course, and the important line, the line 15, where you can add the name of the constellation, in this case, number 1, and the class mapper, it appears here, all the information from image map, and you add just the color that will appear in the HTML file. You will see in a moment. In the next slide, you will understand, I think. I think here you don't hear any sound. It's right, the sound here. So you can see different areas. And in these areas, you can see that if I click over, you see down.
Francisco, we are losing you again. We can't hear you again.
Okay, here you can see the different. I move a little bit. The different.
Francisco. Yeah, the problem is when you play the video. We lose your sound.
Then I talk after. I play a little bit the video. You will see the video that it appears the different areas and different names and different links. This is the objective. This is one of the objectives, to create this image map. But more interesting, in the next slide, if you don't want, you can do this way with this software that is SkySphere. And if I don't know, there's some sound now in the background?
We can hear you. No sound in the background, no.
Oh, sorry. So here,
But Francisco, when you play the video, we cannot understand what you say.
Wait.
It's not a matter of sound, it's a matter of waveband. Sorry, bandwidth.
Okay.
You should skip the videos, unfortunately.
So in the previous video, we see an area of a SkySphere with different customized areas where you can select where to go. If you want to see this working, is in this address. If you go to this address, you can see the system working. And here you can see the original code if you want to copy and adapt to different parts of the SkySphere, to other sky objects. Another part of the project, I have 6 minutes or less, is to analyze the X radiation. The X radiation, you can have a lot of websites where you can find information about how to use educational activities. These are some of them. And the Chandra has this device that is a spectrometer that is capable to analyze the energy of every photon. And analyzing the energy of every photon, you can download, if you want, in Chandra X-ray Center, any object of, for example, a supernova. the Tycho supernova, the Kepler supernova, or whatever object do you want to analyze, because there are thousands of objects to be analyzed, or you can ask to be sent the result, and you can analyze the by downloading in different, and all these websites are where you can find data to analyze from Chandra. And when you have this data, you can open using GS9. You can also open directly when you open the address, this address, when you open gs9.sa.edu from education, you can find, if you just open this website, gs9.sa.edu, you can see this, the image and the file of Cassiopeia A, and you can click on Analyze Energy Spectrum, and you will see this spectrum, and you can analyze also online all different areas, and you can see different profiles of the energy. The energy is here in electron volts, and here you have the counts, the number of photons, and you can analyze these areas by using image J. This editor, you can run it in the browser if you want. This is a new feature. You can run this, and that is as easy of just to select the area with the regular button, with the regular mouse click, and with the left button, you can ask for the area, and analyzing the area of the main peak, for example, and then the total area by clicking the area with image J, and you have also the total area. If you divide, you know the percentage of this compound. And here you have the results, the original results from Cassiopeia, that this correspond to silicon. You have here the elements of the supernova and the energy in kiloelectrons volts, and you have more information in these links of Professor Colena in Duke, at the University of Duke. And here you can analyze different peaks, and you can analyze the percentage of every peak. And you have here the energies for every peak, and with that energy, it's possible to know which is the element. And here you have another example of analyzing data. You can also, of course, use DS9, or that you need to download it. You can download it, and you can do the same analysis. And here you have some of my students' websites and some of my websites. And if you have any questions.
Well, that was a very nice presentation. I'm feeling sorry that we couldn't actually understand some parts of it. So I will ask you to please share with us all the links, maybe on the chat, or better still, because not all the participants are here with us, to send all this information to Gustavo so he can put it in the website, so all the teachers can access, because this was, I could get tastes of what you're doing. That's really impressive. Very, very nice composition of usage of different tools and coming to this result. This is really very nice, really very impressive. So thank you very much for sharing this with us. And congratulations to your work.
Thank you to you. Any questions?
There are no questions at this moment. I think it was confusing for people because most of the time we couldn't understand what you were saying.
Yes, probably.
But still, we got a very good impression. I
upload everything to a SlideShare. I can send you the link.
Yes, please do that, because it really seemed very in line with the things that we are doing, and very, very, very interesting. You can stop sharing.
It in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because for the problems of the audio. It's a new installation of fiber at home, at 1 giga, but I don't know what is the problem.
Well, that happens.
It was during the videos only, so I think maybe it's the issue with the computer and not.
You can stop sharing your
Probably
screen now, Francisco.
It's very sorry.
Francisco, we can see
problem.
your screen. You have to stop sharing. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Perfect.
So
Carl,
yes,
say something.
I will close now.
We do have a
Thank you.
question from Carl.
Yeah, Francisco,
Yes.
great work. You know, I'm thinking, and this might be a general question for the group. Francisco has these great Python routines and the like, and you know, JavaScript. I'm wondering, and he has them on his own GitHub. I wonder if we could have a GHOU GitHub, and you know, with a lot of documentation, so you know, students and teachers who develop it and want to share it could be available to the whole community. That's how the software collaborations I work in, we use, you know, the GitHub goes up and down and we keep our stuff there and we use it and you know, we associate documents with it. But I think it may not be for every GHOU teacher, but there will always be 1 or 2 students in every classroom who could find this useful. And I wonder about consolidating the GHOU GitHub.
It's already in GitHub. Probably the documentation is the part that is more complicated because you need to explain a lot of things. But I will try to do it. It's in GitHub. You need to know a little bit of coding or programming, and it's easy. I recommend this website w3schools.com to learn coding.
Yeah,
and you can do a lot of things by learning coding.
Can you put the link that you just mentioned on the chat?
Yes, of course. I'm mentioning a lot of links. Coding right here. W3 schools.
Yeah, it was in his PowerPoint.
This website is a general website to learn studying coding. I have my github.com. Sorry, I write here. ERF Perez. There is something here that you will see.
Are you sharing on the chat? I don't see anything on the chat.
Yeah,
I want
sorry,
to
only for nuclear. Sorry. I write again. W3 schools. I will write it. Sorry. .com. This is one, and another one is GitHub. GitHub.com/.
Carl, since you are the president here, why don't you start a GHOU GitHub? It's fairly.
You know, I'm thinking that's a great idea, but I think also we want to link it to our evolving GHOU website with a lot of documentation and give it some oomph. But yeah, we should.
Yeah,
Bonnie. That's a good idea.
I think if you get it started, it will go on the website when it's the new website is ready, and we can move on from there. Thank you.
Sounds great.
Okay, thank you, Francisco, for really interesting stuff, and it would be useful for many teachers and or those who are watching. So, Rosa, we have some news, right?
We do?
Yes, we do.
What are the news?
The conference is over.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
that's not good news.
Yeah, it has to end sometime. Yes, unfortunately, it's bad news because our last speaker, Nancy, she couldn't make. She is having internet access problems, and I've been trying to talk with her via WhatsApp, but even WhatsApp is very slow for her for texting. So it's she said, forget about it. I won't make it. So Francisco was our closer, our last talk of the.
So I want to say just thank you again, and I will see you next year. I hope that this conference will be repeated next year, and participate and have more time and try to put more documentation in my websites and to link everything. And you have my email if somebody is interested in the coding or anything.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
this-
much.
Yeah, Francisco, very good.
Thank you and goodbye, and see you next year.
Next conference, of course. Thank you, Francisco.
For everybody. Thank you for every conference. Thank you.